Hi guys, welcome to Crypto 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And today is the 17th of October 2025 and it's a good Friday. Even though on the other side when it comes to crypto, it's not really a good Friday because we can see what is going on right now. BTC is dropping. BTC is dropping and is trading below 110, and we need an ambulance because everyone is bleeding. So it's an emergency, guys. Emergency. And what are we going to get from today's show? You all know this is Crypto 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And this is also the Bitcoin and breakfast show, and this is the only place where we trade it and we do not gamble it. If you're just joining for the first time, please and please subscribe, like and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you will always get the best of the best out of the crypto space. I'm Mohamed Meji Kazim, aka KC the Great, and I'm recording live from the studio. And if you look at BTC right now, BTC is dropping crazy. I mean crazy. But if you are part of the tribe family, because I call my followers the tribes, if you are part of the tribes family and you've been watching this show every day, you know that you need to be smiling and making or just enjoying yourself wherever you are, because I told you guys we are not buying until we break up of 116k, but that didn't happen. What is happening now? We're seeing the market dumping, and we're going to discuss more about that and most of the altcoins and the meme coins as well on this great platform. But before we move forward, let's quickly share the link like we always do. Let's share the link so some people can get to join us on this great show. Let's quickly share the link on the social media so some people will get it. And please, if you've not really subscribed, you can use this to help us. Smash the like button so people also can get our YouTube algorithm can take our video to the top, so a lot of people can get to see the good that we are doing on this great platform. And please subscribe, comment, like, share it. Let people know that on this show, this is where they're going to get the best of the best when it comes to crypto trading, investment tips, news, everything you may talk about when it comes to cryptocurrency. You're going to get it on here. All right, let's share it in the community as well. If you have not joined the community, please join the community and let us take this to the next step. And the links to all that are down in the description. Join the live now so we can all benefit from what is going on this space. All right, without wasting our time, let's dive into today's show. And as you can see, the title is Emergency. Yes, BTC need an ambulance because crypto community as well, the crypto market as a whole needs an ambulance, because you can see everywhere is bleeding. When I mean bleeding, everywhere is bleeding. And this is not news because it started last week Friday when we saw a dump from around 124 to 102, liquidating about 19 billion traders, and that was the highest we've seen so far. And then the market started retracing, but I told you possibility we're going to test here is there, and I've been telling the tribes family not to do what, not to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of that. But we're still going to come to that shortly. Let's take a look at some news that are really making waves on the radar. You can see Bitcoin ETF sees 536 million US dollars in outflows as BTC wide below 110. And if you have been watching my show, I told you guys that Bitcoin is being driven by ETF this cycle. That is just it. The Wall Street, the big banks, the investment company, they are the one driving the Bitcoin motor vehicle, this bull run. And like I told you, the bull run might as or getting close to an end, even though we're not in bear market yet, but probably we're in it, we don't even know. And if you've been watching my show, I've been saying this for the past 4 weeks, if not more than that, that you need to start taking profit because we might be getting to the end of bull cycle. And we all know normally from next year, we should be in bear market because we're going to have it for another 14 months or 12 months thereabout before we start having the beginning of another bull cycle. So on this channel, we say it as it is. And you can see for yourself again, Bitcoin ETF sees 536 million in outflows. And now what is happening to the chart? The chart is dumping. So no one needs to lie to you. No one needs to cajole you and say community adoption and all of that. No, this bull cycle is all about fundamentals. It's all about the big boys. You know, even when BTC went from 30K to about 70K was because of Bitcoin ETF that was approved through BlackRock, Grayscale, Vanguard, and the likes. And when we hit 100,000 was because everyone believed Donald Trump is going to be a crypto, what will I call him? Crypto president, and thinking we're going to have Bitcoin reserve and all of that. But yeah, that didn't happen. He had a summit that looks like it was just a meeting. So, and that was the reason why we're seeing the market not really moving like that. And now interest rate is now really punching the crypto space down. Like, you know, everyone want interest rate to be cut. They had a cut last month or last 2 months by 25 basis points, but people didn't really want that. You understand? They want 50 basis points, 75 basis points, and all of that did not happen. So what I'm saying is we need to know that this bull run is being driven by ETF or the institution. So what you need to take a look at, what we need to study now is how institutions are moving, because you need to follow their footsteps. Just like Forex, if you want to make money in Forex or in stocks and bonds, you need to follow the footsteps of all these big boys because they have the big amount to trade. Your money is just like a drop in the ocean when it comes to the money they use to trade. So you need to follow their footsteps. If they are buying, follow them. If they are selling, follow them. And that you will always be good when it comes to you know, your investment portfolio, your trading skill, and all of that. It took me years to understand this, you know, but years of experience have now taught me I need to learn this. And if you take a look at another news that is not really good for Bitcoin or for the crypto community as a whole, you all know Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin now slips below 200-day simple moving average as 10-year treasury yield its lowest since April. A lot of things are battling with it. And you know, whenever we want to have bear market or want to have a bear season, some sort of news will just start happening. Like, you remember the last bull cycle, Trump said, no, not Trump, excuse me, Elon Musk said they're no longer taking BTC. We saw the dump, boom, then it went up a little bit. Then we saw Luna problem, the market dumped, then we saw FTX, then we enter bear market. The same thing we are seeing now. Trade war between US and China has been activated. That is one. Secondly, the rates everyone is willing to be cut, they're not getting it. Thirdly, now we can now see investors are now the one driving this vehicle, and they buy and sell, and you know, so a lot of things are what is affecting this bull run. And we need to understand, everyone jumped onto Bitcoin when President Donald J. Trump won, was because they thought as he won, he's going to now put some money and say Bitcoin reserve and all of that. But that is not happening. And that's why we can see a lot of people are peddling down and all of that. And we saw the black swan that happened on Friday that liquidated 19 billion US dollar out of the market. That is crazy. And total money lost from the market is more than 500 billion, because if we were at 4.3 trillion and we're now about 3.8 trillion or 3.7, that's about 500 billion wiped out of the crypto community, I mean, in value. So that is really crazy. So we need to be careful. And also you can see that the US deficit narrows to 1.78 trillion as record tally offset debt payment. That is another bad news. So a lot of things are going on in the fundamental space, and that is why we need to be careful. But don't worry, we're going to check what is going on with the event of the day as well. You can know for like 3 weeks now since the commencement of the government shutdown in the United States, we've not been getting data, and that is another thing that will affect us. We're not getting data. All the reports are not coming out because the government is being shut down. So by the time they come back, a lot of things we're going to see, and it might shock us. And I feel like maybe that is what is going to dump crypto more, and we're going to move into bear season. But a lot of people are still, feeling and having this hope that there's possibility we're still going to have the hot season. I mean, I just feel like maybe we've had hot season already, because most of these altcoins, some that will perform well, have hit their new all-time high or even past it, while some didn't even perform very well. Maybe that's how it's going to be, because remember, last bull cycle, stimulus was there. That was money that pumped. But this cycle is smart money in the game, and if they don't like meme coins and altcoins, they're not going to pump it. They will not pump it. So you need to start looking at some of these utility tokens, something that has to do with utility that has value. Start investing in that. But remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford, to lose. All right, I haven't said that. Let's now check what is going on with the economic calendar before we dive into the chart. Truly, fully, and you can see today we do not really have anything also because of government shutdown. Now let's check what the market cap is looking like. You can now see we are now sitting at 3.6 trillion. That is huge, from 4.3 to 3.6, close to, close to 1 billion, if I'm right. No, 1 trillion is getting to wipe out, because if we have about 624 billion, it's more than 624 from 4.3 to this. That's about 700 billion wiped out of the crypto market. That's getting close to 1 trillion, because if we drop to 3.3 trillion now, 1 trillion has been wiped out of the cryptocurrency market within a week. That is huge. And that is why I say emergency, guys. Emergency. And we need to play smart. But you know what I'm happy with all of this is, if you've been watching my show, if you've been watching my channel, you will be happy right now, because I told you where to get out. And I'm going to show you on the chart now. I remember for Bitcoin, I told you stop loss or you stop out when if you're investor or if you're a spot trader is 123,000. I said it. And since then, I said don't buy yet. You can check or you can watch my old videos. You understand? Because on this show, I am different. And the reason why I'm different is because I've got years of experience when it comes to trading. I mean, really mad experience that you don't want to know about. And I'm using that to want to save a lot of you out there. And that is why you need to smash the likes button, subscribe, like, and share. And let's take this channel to the next level. So the market cap is sitting at 3.6, about 250 billion traded in the last 24 hours. When it comes to volume, you can see A-Star is now trading at $1. I told you guys, do not jump on it. Bitcoin at 104 right now. Hyperliquid at $33, and you can see the top gainers right there. Now let's take a look at top 10 and see how they're performing. If you look at it, you see Bitcoin, of course, still number one, guys. XRP number 2, Theta number 3, and BNB sitting at number 4, XRP at number 5, Solana at number 6, USDC at number 7, Lido Stake at number 8, Tron at number 9, and Dodge now made it to top 10, and all the rest are below top 10. If you too want to know where your project are sitting on the cryptocurrency market ranking, you might want to check it out on coingecko.com, and you're going to get that information. If you're still watching the live show till this period, thanks for joining. Please subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. You can also follow me on X, on Facebook, you can follow me on TikTok, and you can also follow me on Instagram to get some nugget that will drop when I'm not on YouTube, so you do not miss out on anything, guys. All right, without wasting our time, let's now check what the chart is looking at. And if you look at the chart now, it's all red sea. When I mean red sea, the market is dumping. No, I know you'll be thinking, why am I happy the market is dumping and all of that? I'm not happy it's dumping. I'm happy I told you guys the market is going to dump because I'm different. The way I look at chart is totally different from everyone. I take a look at chart as the way it is. I don't take a look at chart or trade the way everyone is shouting to buy it. No. If the fortune teller, which is the chart, tells me get out of the market, I'm going to leave the market because it's going to give me another time to get in back, and exactly what I'm sharing. So if you look at this right now, you see I told you guys to leave the market at 123,000, and the market is now trading at 105. So you can see the discount. So we're still going to wait and see where we're going to have a buy. Do we need to buy Bitcoin right now? No. Bitcoin is still a sell. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm thinking we're going to break here and create a new low, maybe below 100K, or we're going to come down to 90K. I don't know. The chart is going to tell me whatever it comes to, because I would have said we should buy now if we had a structure that pulled the market back, but we did not have a structure here. There is no structure right here. I think there was a structure that pulled back. We were going to say, okay, let's buy around it, but here it's not a structure, it's just a continuation pulling back. So let's wait and see if we are going to see a structure. But for now, we still need to relax, except you're day trading that you get signals, you buy and sell. But for now, please stay away from Bitcoin. Is not a buy. Ethereum, of course, is not a buy. You can see it's still red. Ethereum too is not a buy. Let's take a look at Link. Link also is not a buy. Let's take a look at Avalanche, not a buy. Solana, not a buy. BNB is now tricky. You know, BNB, true, if you look at it on a weekly, on a daily we didn't have a buy, but on a weekly we saw a buy. You can see move up and break this cycle. So if you are in BNB, you can see hold on to it, or else it breaks below 850. That is when I can say BNB you can close if you're in it. But if you're not in it yet, you can still wait for BNB to pull down a little bit, then you can buy. And for, let's see, Litecoin is not a buy. Sui, it's not a buy. AVAX, it's not a buy. ADA, it's not a buy. XRP, it's not a buy. TON, it's not a buy. ESTA, it's not a buy. Let's take a look at Pump Fund. It's not a buy, and I'm still working on launching my show on pump.fund, guys. The Telegram channel is going ablaze. More than 2,000 people are waiting for the token to get launched. Let's take a look at Ondo. Is not a buy. Basically, all of the altcoins too are not giving us signal to get back into the market. But let's take a look at Dogecoin, meme coins, but Dogecoin is the king, but I believe they're still going to have the same thing. Let's take a look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is not a buy. Shiba Inu, not a buy. Pepe, not a buy. Popcat, not a buy. Trump coin, not a buy. Millennial coin, not a buy. Notcoin, not a buy. Dogs, not a buy. Deep, not a buy. X, not a buy. We can see most of them also are not a buy. So we need to know that the market is just dumping right now. And if you've been following my channel, I bet you'll be happy right now. But remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. All right, we're not going to end the show without checking what is going on with the fear and greed index, because that is the sentiment, guys. And you know, sometimes the sentiment is, you can see this is now crazy. We are now down to extreme fear, guys. So I feel like maybe by next week, or when the Fed news will come out, we might see the market pull up, because people will start accumulating from here now. Because the moment the market drop down to extreme fear, that is why we see some people jumping on it. So we might want to, you know, start to look for structure, but I think that will be next week. It's not going to be this week. We might sit around this point for a while till maybe next week or so. So right now is extreme fear. Yesterday was fear, last week was greed, and last month was neutral, guys. All right, that is how it is on the show this morning. The market is bleeding, and it's really an emergency, guys. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please and please subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell, so you can always be part of this great thing that is happening on this great channel. Also, you can follow me on X, you can follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. And when I mean you can follow me on those handles, because I drop different content on them. So BTC is dumping, ETH is dumping, Link is dumping, AVAX is dumping. Almost all of them are dumping right now. And if you've been watching my show, you'll definitely be glad and be happy right now, because I've been telling you, please and please stay away from this token, stay away from them, do not buy them. And you can see is dumping. Although we're going to get an entry, don't get me wrong, because I just feel like we're going to tank out around, maybe come to below 100k, then we're going to create a structure to go and retest maybe this. Now maybe we're now going to retest 115 again, then come down again, then we'll be having the lower high, lower low kind of a thing, you know, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then maybe that will push us into a weekly movement to monthly, then we're going to officially be in the bear market. All right, I'm Ahmed Magic Kazim, aka KC the Great, and this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. As I said, please and please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please and please subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell, so you will always get the gist and all the important things we share on this great channel. All right, my people, tribes family, I'm gonna see you guys on Monday, where we're going to have a fresh week, fresh analysis, and to know how we need to handle our portfolios. Until then, please stay out of trouble. Trade where you know it's all about profit. It's not how much you trade, but how much profit you make. And remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. Ahmed Magic Kazim, aka KC the Great, and I'm signing out. See you on Monday. Peace out.